We're live!
Yay!
Awesome.
Woo! Welcome back to Geek Out Together. Yeah, I was gonna segue into something there, but I wasn't sure what to. Okay, so who's our moderator today or this week?
I guess I can, since
You have
I
the
have the time.
timer.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about Agent Carter getting a renewal for season 2 and then extended for 2 episodes, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah.
And then talk about Gem and the Holograms, the movie, trailer, and our thoughts, and then um, Travis and Gladys will talk about Mad Max.
Ooh.
So, Agent Carter, I don't have I should have pulled up the article before we started, but
We're not
if anyone wants to give us a little brief what the article was.
Agent Carter season 2. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I know. I just saw the headline. I didn't really read it. I should have, though.
Well, I know I don't think they announced too much other than it would be set in LA, which I thought was pretty interesting. What are you guys' thoughts on it moving? Or like the setting moving?
Um, I'm assuming part of it's maybe budget, but it seems like maybe they're gonna do Avengers West Coast stuff, maybe? Because it's been so East Coast oriented. That's kind of, I don't know, that's what I was thinking it might be.
I was going to say, they can't really go back to their old location since it got blown up. Spoiler
Yeah.
if you haven't seen the season yet.
I wonder.
Is the show physically in LA, or the show's going to take place in LA? Is that what's happening?
It's in
It'll
LA.
take place in LA. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just said that she moves to LA. Some of the characters go, not all of them. Angie better go. That's all I have to say.
Right?
Mhm.
And that it got extended from 8 episodes to 2 or to 10, so it got 2 additional episodes. It's still going to be an Agents of Shield hiatus replacement. So when they go on break, Agent Carter will air, and I guess it's going to be in January again. Is that when it aired? January,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's so
January.
far.
right?
It is.
I'm excited. I was really happy when they announced that they renewed it for a second season because I knew there was a talk about the spin-off,
Oh
Agent of Shield
yeah.
spin-off with Bobby and Hunter, and I like both characters, but I was going to be kind of upset if they went ahead with the spin-off and didn't
Yeah.
do season 2 of Agent Carter. But I'm happy that it got a second season. I think they ended up also canceling the spin-off.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I
I,
didn't.
I wasn't sure if there just wasn't that much interest in it. Maybe that's why, or just I don't know.
Their Agents of Shield kind of has the a lot of people don't watch it. I guess like it
Mm.
seems like there's more. It seems like they're gonna focus more on Agents of Shield, is what I'm assuming by canceling the other spin-off. Versus Agent Carter did really well considering where it was placed as far as broadcasting season.
Yeah, I think so too. I think still Agents of Shield needs to keep working on itself.
Yeah. I enjoy the show, but it really needs to
Yeah. Yeah, before we start making spin-offs.
I know, that's what I was saying too. I was like, you had a rough start in season 1, got really good in the second half of season 1. First half of season 2 for me was really good. It kind of got a little slow with the whole Sky, her
Yeah.
mom and the Inhumans thing, but then it picked up again. I'm like, y'all need to focus on the one series you got going
Yep.
before you try to break off and do a bunch of other stuff.
Because the way this season ended was really cool. If basically I figure if I put my phone down, I know I'm in for a good ride. And I remember at the end of it, I was like, wait, what? What just happened? And had to rewind. And Agent Carter has been one of the few shows that I legit just am like, I'm gonna put this over here, or I was watching it with the live tweet. That it's been a while since I've been fully engrossed in something.
Yeah.
And then another thing they mentioned is that there's going to be more diversity this season.
Great. Yeah. I saw all of Haley's tweets, her one tweet about that, where she was just like, "There's mention of diversity, and it wasn't by me."
Well, did you guys read through the hashtag that happened on?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, it's diversify Agent Carter. It's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of people posted just different people, women and people of color working during the war and after, and all the amazing accomplishments they did. And the hashtag was really good.
Oh, that's amazing.
So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, you guys should check it out. It was. And then Haley Atwell had tweeted out saying that subject was brought up, and it was for once something she didn't have to bring up.
Nice.
So fingers crossed for season 2.
I think they'll. I don't know. I'm really excited for this TV show in particular because a lot of some ass on Facebook replied to a friend of mine from California. They were like, "Oh, it's an accurate portrayal," and then this person tried to say, "Oh, this isn't an accurate portrayal of how women were treated in the 40s." Because I know some old ladies that were treated well in the 40s. It's like you realize you're one or two people that also probably preferred the certain mold of women. Doesn't change the fact that if you were a woman fighting for that particular type of position, it doesn't mean she wasn't treated poorly. Sorry, I have an echo, so I'm really confused about what I'm saying. I don't know. It was just it's a great show. It's interesting, and I'm really excited about this year for women in action, sci-fi, and everything. Because even Taylor Swift had an action-packed video, and I watched it, and I don't. That's not my stuff, man. I'm legit stoked for more super spies and girls as spies and kicking ass and blowing shit up.
That video is pretty
Agent
cool.
Carter's my girl.
I now want an Agent Carter music video set to Bad Blood. I think that'd be cool.
There's gotta be more people ready.
There has to be. If not, we need to make it.
It's like one more thing to do at Comic-Con.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted by looking for it. Sorry.
Me too. I was like, wait a minute. Someone has to have done this.
Did any of you guys pre-order the book from Amazon?
Not yet.
No.
It's not coming out for a while, but it's like $50-something, and I was like, I can't spend that money right now because of Comic-Con.
Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I will be buying it for sure.
What?
Okay, so any more thoughts or comments on that?
I don't think so. I feel like we're just all really excited.
Yeah, trying to contain our glee,
Yeah, because this is where this started from, was
an
Agent
hour.
Carter. Yeah. Peggy's Peeps, that's what we've been.
Woot. Our old school name ish.
Yeah, old school name.
Not really.
So next we'll talk about Gem and the Holograms, the trailer.
Just cue sighs for eternity. Did anyone else feel like betrayed by that trailer?
I did.
I was, oh God, I cried.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, this
no.
better not be real.
Like,
The thing
okay,
is,
so
like, I get the concept because that's exactly what's happening in the new comic. They got discovered via YouTube, essentially, I guess. But just, I don't know. It didn't feel right.
it did not. Oh, for those who haven't
I
seen it,
get it in comic form. I totally understand because it's supposed to be marketed for kids anyway. It's not even for us.
yeah, I mean, plus the art in that comic's like super, like, just different and weird and awesome.
Yeah.
So,
But for the movie, I feel like ever since it was announced, it was being marketed as like a movie version of what old fans are used to. But that's definitely not it. It was definitely like a Disney Channel movie.
yeah, I think it was awful because, like, when they first marketed it, they released like that poster and that image of like, this is gonna be fun, and we're like, oh, this looks actually kind of cool. Will it be good? Who knows? And it's like, as slowly as the release date's increasing, it just starts to like just decay.
So,
Uh,
you remember how they made a Josie and the Pussycats movie, and it looked really sugary, but you could tell it was making fun of itself?
Yes,
Like, even in the trailers.
I love
And so
that
I'm a
movie.
big believer you can
Me
judge a movie
too.
by the trailers, because that's why they put a trailer out. I know it's not the final product, but if I want to spend my $30 to go see a movie, I want it to look like something I'd want to see. And this doesn't have any of that as a movie. Like, it just seems like something that they were gonna attempt to bank on, like, because even early before they had the actresses, they had like, oh, audition for Gem and the Holograms. Do you play a musical instrument? Can you sing? Like, they wanted legit people, and it sounded like they had wanted the Misfits and everything. But then I'm assuming maybe they were trying to use that YouTube movement for that as a part of a ploy for this movie, and it just didn't work very well because they got straight up actresses, not breaking new talent. I don't know, it's just.
Yeah, I
Also, I don't
Everything
like
about
that they're
that.
not all family. They're like, oh, now we're, or like, they didn't start out as adopted sisters. They're coming in as foster sisters. So I'm like, they don't have that relationship established as quick as it's not as long of a relationship. Not saying that they're not family, because that's BS too. But that part I was really kind of upset by.
Yeah.
It's like they just took the name and slapped it on a Disney Channel style movie.
Yes.
Mhm.
But unlike Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe, where they've had fans for years and the names carry some kind of weight, Gem and the Holograms doesn't really carry much weight. Like, it's my, I want to say my generation,
Yeah.
word of mouth by showing it to other people, telling other people, hey, you should check out this really cheesy 80s show with amazing music.
Yeah.
A new song per episode.
Yeah, like Lily is 11 and she started watching Gem and the Holograms because it popped up on Netflix and I got the box set and I was like, here, watch this cartoon that I used to watch. And she loved it. She reads the comics. She loves the comics, but this movie felt like it had nothing to do with Gem or Jerica, Kimber,
Synergy, the Misfits.
Synergy, the Misfits, Starlight Records, their Starlight House. It's like they just took the name, slapped it on a movie, and truthfully, if it was any other title, I might have paid the $6 matinee on Saturday to go watch it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I will watch those kind of movies. But if you're gonna tell me it's Gem and the Holograms,
Better see Gem and the Holograms.
I better see Gem and the Holograms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying throw out a trailer and do it Terminator Genesis style where you spoil the movie. But give us something to make it seem like it's Gem and the Holograms. Like, I think the producer and a couple of the actresses have gone on to say, hey, give it a shot. We're just not showing everything in the theater. But
Yeah.
somebody had said or in the trailer, I should say, but somebody had said somewhere that there were going to be no misfits.
There isn't.
There isn't.
So
How do you have Gem and the Holograms without the Misfits? I don't understand.
Because
I
you're
don't
teaching girls
understand
about
either.
rebellion, and that's bad.
I mean, I don't know. The trailer definitely didn't make it seem like the Misfits were gonna be in it. They could have some sort of cameo or something, but the trailer made it blatantly clear that it was just like this girl who goes on to become famous and then ignores her friends, and then her friends are like, "Oh, we're family," and then they would get back together again, and that's it.
And then One Direction plays.
Which,
Yeah,
oh,
One
okay.
Direction.
Not hating on fans of One Direction, that's fine. I'm cool with that. But like, if you're making it about a all-girl band, and yes, Gem and the Holograms was like that synth 80s pop, but I was expecting some synth 80s pop. Like, if it had made fun of, like, I'm really gonna, my comparison for it is the Josie and the Pussycats movie, because that movie is actually
Yeah.
phenomenal in the fact that
Yes.
it makes fun of itself, it makes fun of commercialism, and it makes fun of like the brainwashing of teens, and it was so, I want to say it was kind of meta, like, but
It
I was
was.
kind of hoping for the same thing with Gem and the Holograms, and when you have something with YouTube and having someone go from being just a YouTube sensation into a full-blown pop star, and you have all of this manipulation with Erica Raymond, which actually I don't mind her being made into a woman. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have that happen, why wouldn't you kind of have this tongue-in-cheek almost, and maybe it doesn't have to be tongue-in-cheek, but where you have this fourth wall breakage of like, this is a system, this is how it works. And so for me, it just seems like it's a giant commercial of like, this is what you're supposed to be as a girl. You're still supposed to be pretty. You're still supposed to have this. You're still supposed to, I don't know, like, it doesn't seem, whatever message they're trying to push is really is so tired that I don't even see what it's supposed to be anymore. I think
Yeah.
I've
where's the rock
mentioned
and roll, man?
a few times that I think they missed a good opportunity with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
With like they could have done like a little bit of sci-fi with synergy. It's like
Yes.
sci-fi, these girls working with technology and computers, and she could be helping run the orphanage and be business savvy and own, or half co-own Starlight Records. Like they could have done something more than your basic
Empowering.
girl, small town girl becomes famous, gets swept up in the whole hoopla, alienates her friends, and then realizes, no, wait, I need them. We're back together, just like y'all have
Yeah.
said. And it's every single Disney movie you can think of.
Yeah. That trailer just makes me so
The
mad.
women, the power, girls will want to be CEOs and change things.
We can't
Like,
have that.
it seems like that's a part of it.
Well, the other thing that really, really annoys me was the fact that in the cartoon, she was the one that chose Jem.
Yeah, yeah.
She picked Jem herself. And in the movie, it's like evil corporate lady is the one who's giving her
Yep.
the Jem name. And I'm hoping in the movie she takes it back for herself and ends up creating something more with it. But I'm just kind of like, oh, why, you guys? You guys completely could have had something great for the new generation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people keep saying that it's not made for us, but I'm like, who's going to talk about this movie? Again, it doesn't have the staying power as Ninja Turtles. Michael Bay took, or whoever, Michael Bay, made the movie. It still made money. We still didn't go, but that's because the little kids who've been still watching it on Nickelodeon
Yeah.
know the show.
There's two things that bug me about that too. Is like they're purposefully sabotaging an all-female-led movie to say, well, see, this didn't, because I don't think it's gonna do as well as, like you said, Ninja Turtles or any of that other stuff. And they'll be like, well, the girls' nostalgia just doesn't do well, and that's not the case. Is you didn't do a girl nostalgia movie on Gem and the Holograms. You made a Disney movie and called it Gem and the Holograms. We weren't gonna take like, because we're from that same age of like, a lot of people I know are having kids now, and or like that we grew up on it during the 80s, they have kids. They would love to take their kids to a movie. You don't have to make it dirty. You don't have to make it curse words, but you could still make it in the spirit of something, versus now it's like, well, why would I want to take them to see this? They can just see it for free on Disney Channel. Like, it's not, and like you said, it doesn't have the same power as G.I. Joe or Ninja Turtles because it's kind of a collector's doll, and you can only really buy them online, and I haven't seen them in stores. I only see them at Comic-Con. Do they sell them in stores?
Hasbro has only been doing them for Comic-Con. And there has been a few that pop up. I actually own a Synergy.
Oh, wow.
And a gem that I found on some doll website that let me do a layaway plan.
Oh,
that's awesome.
It's because when the cartoon got released in the 80s, they made the cartoon to sell the dolls to pretty much compete against Barbie. But there is still a market for them, just not as big. But I know they've been releasing like the adult collector dolls, kind of like
those are so pretty.
The Hot Toys. They're pretty. They're gorgeous. They are about $100, $200 depending on who you get. But I do have Synergy. I do have Gem. I never did get the Misfits because those pre-orders sold out fast, and they don't make as many of them. And then I think last year's Comic-Con was gold.
The gold one.
Gold glitter gem, which was amazing and so 80s. It was wonderful. But yeah, it's not as big of a market. And like I said, they're specifically making them for the adult collectors. So it's not like you can walk into Target and see any of the gem dolls sitting next to the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So I just looked up the guy who's doing the movie, John Chu or something.
He did a G.I. Joe movie.
He did Retaliation, yeah. But he also did Step Up and Justin Bieber Never Say Never. So, I mean, do we really have high expectations?
You can see that in the trailer, that part of it was like documentary style.
Yeah, you could totally see these movies in that movie. So
I watched Never Say Never like 3 times. I actually enjoyed that documentary.
I love your honesty, Travis.
I thought it was a fun documentary.
We're going to disagree on this.
Well, this is the only person I know that will admit to seeing Never Say Never 3 times and his undying love for Jar Jar Binks.
You're just going to get a hug for that, Travis. I'm going to let you know right now. I totally disagree with you, but I like that you like this.
I don't like Justin Bieber either. I just like the documentary.
No, I'll admit I've had curiosity about seeing the Katy Perry one. I just haven't, but
I really like that one too.
Gosh, don't convince me.
So one of the other problems that I brought up before was that, and then so I posted a link to a Tumblr thing on my Facebook, but it's about how Hollywood kind of not whitewashes black characters, but makes them really light-skinned because I guess there's we have Lupita, Queen Lupita, bless her heart. She's fantastic, and it's why couldn't she have been a physical character in Star Wars? Not just in Star Wars, but I'm just saying, why couldn't she have been a real character instead of this racist-looking alien? Anyway.
And I have a side note on that, because being mixed, one thing that always pisses me off is they'll have a mixed girl because they want the light-skinned girl, but they won't ever address her being mixed. It's she's clearly mixed. Address this, or get a black girl to play her, a darker skinned girl.
We have a mixed girl playing Shanna, and I'm Shanna was brown in the cartoon. She was so brown, her face makeup looked ridiculous. She was so brown. So, why isn't this a thing? Why can't we just have...
I wanted to see her with, a fro.
Yeah, it's come on. Do you know how many, young girls that would go see Jem that are looking for that representation that aren't going to see it because there's just, a light-skinned black girl, and then, at least they got...
It was cowardly to me of them.
They got, I think, I can't even say her name, or I know her name, but she's from Scooby-Doo, something Kyoko?
Haley
Kyoko?
Yeah, her dad is in Lost. I remember because I looked her up.
So I mean, they have an Asian girl playing the Asian character. Why can't we have like a super brown girl playing the only black person in the show?
And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. In the trailer, I was looking for Shauna, and I never saw her. I was like,
Yeah,
what
exactly.
is she?
You don't know it's her until they say her name, and you're like, what?
I know, right? I was
Yeah.
like, what? People are saying she's
It's
in
like
this
so
trailer.
not only they made her, they didn't make her as
Aurora Perrineau.
just
She
like
didn't make her brown. She's not brown.
And
And I was saying that yesterday to my friend that, but this is about Apocalypse. I was saying like, oh, it's really upsetting that an X-Men Storm is yet again a really light-skinned brown girl, and it's like she's dark. She has an accent. There has not been a single movie that's given her that accent or the right skin color. And so when I was like, oh, I'm kind of mad Storm's not black, they're like, wait, she's not black? I'm like, well, the actress is part black, but she's not like the representation that she's supposed to be. And I feel really lame saying that, but it's like if I'm going to have kids and I take my kids to these movies, I expect them to see on screen what they see in their books and in their comics. And it's just like, come on.
And it's not lame. It's not lame. That's like, you're saying something that has historically been done to, like, black people in general. Like, even, like, Hotel Rwanda, like, the Hutu Tutsis thing. Like, it wasn't a real thing. They created, like, the ones that had more European white features were the ones that were elevated above those who didn't. And we do that with movies. And like, it's cool. Yay, there's a black person who's playing a role, but at the same time, we always, when it comes to, especially with women, we want a lighter skinned woman versus, I don't know. I'm just really upset also that it's not Lupita as Storm, because that was what I was really banking on. Like,
perfect.
She's gorgeous. She has accent. She's so, like you said, Queen Lupita. Like, she would have been perfect. I could see her as a goddess. Like,
oh God, don't even get me started on that. That was like
my dream was
Lupita be Storm already.
Because it's Fox, and I hate Fox.
Someone like did a Photoshop of her on that red carpet
with the mohawk, and
for the mohawk, and I'm like, yeah.
I want to find out if I can order that as a poster, because I would totally hang that on my wall. Like photos underneath it.
Oh, she's so perfect. But that's just off topic. I love Lupita, okay.
Who knows where they went wrong with? I mean, who knows why they made that trailer like they did? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I know they're saying like there's hope because there's that one scene where she's like Showtime synergy. But I feel like if you're gonna cater to people who want hope, then you should have shown it a little bit.
But at the same time, how could she say Showtime synergy when there's no synergy, and that the Erica Raymond's the one that gave her the character of Jem? Like, you can't. That doesn't do anything for anyone. They're like, oh, Showtime synergy, but where is she? And we clearly just saw her.
Very annoyed if they wait till the very end of this film to be like, here's synergy.
Yeah.
Silent Records.
I hate to burst everyone's wishful bubble. I'm pretty sure Synergy is just the guy manning the soundboard.
I was about to say, I was like, it's probably
what it is. Oh, and isn't Rio supposed to be like Hispanic, by the way?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, with purple hair. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I was thinking too. Is that it would just be like her friend. She's like Showtime synergy, and it's just like off camera.
Are you talking to your cell phone and synergy instead of Siri? Like, I don't know. They keep talking about like they can't show everything in the trailer. We still have more surprises, but at this point, I'm not excited for this movie.
Yeah,
And I'm not going to take the 11-year-old to go see this movie. I'm just going to keep giving her the comics.
If they somehow do surprise us, like I know people are saying maybe they just keep it under wraps. If they do, I will applaud this film. If they do.
I will watch it 10 times.
I will too.
If they find a way, if they're just trolling us, and it turns out to have everything from the cartoon, I will go watch this film 10 times.
Yeah.
10,
The guy
right here.
Apparently, the guy playing Rio is like half Hispanic. Again, with the whole half race thing.
Can it find a full Hispanic guy? I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. Oh, we lost Joey.
I know. But I know some people are saying that maybe the Misfits aren't in the first movie because they're going to be in the inevitable sequel.
No, jeez.
Well, the movie better make some kind of money for there to be a sequel.
Like,
They're
nobody
not
likes
gonna
this trailer.
treat
Nobody
They're not going
does.
to treat it like a full male lead film that bombs. Like, oh, well, we'll try again. Here's a sequel.
Yeah.
Female lead films don't get that.
They don't. And plus, if they were in a sequel, that still doesn't make sense of how Gem came to be.
Well, the funny thing is that the Britta Phillips, who was Gem in the show, is in the movie, and I'm like, well, why couldn't she just be Gem? Make her Gem. Make everyone adults like they're supposed to be.
I actually heard that the creator of Gem, Christy Marks, actually was not was barred from doing having any kind of input for the movie.
Yeah,
That's what I read. There's where they went wrong.
I just say, for now, watch the cartoons on Netflix and pick up the comics from IDW, because they're doing a really good job of incorporating the cartoon from the 80s and the technology from now, like using YouTube and the internet and all that stuff. I love the art. And I love that they're all different shapes and sizes.
See, at least the comic book's getting it right.
Yeah. So I recommend definitely checking out the comic and supporting it that way.
Yeah.
So I think it was it Joey who said that? Who said it was like the video submissions were just kind of like there. Anyway, so it says that I found this little part that it said that the people who did the open auditions for actors, singers, dancers, costume designers, etc. was a viral marketing ploy. So they really had no intention of like using any of that stuff.
I should have known.
And that the film was like fully cast and everything before that went out. So
you're back.
Yes.
You just missed it. Okay, so I'll repeat it. You were the one that said that, the open auditions, the casting was just kind of like a ploy, right?
Yeah.
Well, you weren't lying.
I was what?
So you know how people were submitting like videos for auditioning for the movie?
Yeah.
It said that it was a viral marketing ploy to get attention, and that the movie was fully cast and already like well before that whole thing went out. And I think it's really lame that they did that.
That's awesome. I was like, because it seems like it was something they were gonna like use in their trailer, like, oh, all these people were trying out for this and blah 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 blah. Because I remember, I know, I don't know if you guys follow Tracy Hines. She's the like hipster mermaid.
Yeah.
She and like, a group of girlfriends were all like Gem and the Holograms, and I thought they were really good.
I did too.
And then I saw this other chick from Vegas. She was in an actual punk band or something, and she was trying out for the Misfits. I was like, I vote for her, but I couldn't find where to vote for people. Oh, that's because it didn't exist. That's awesome. Find out. We should make our own Gem and the Holograms.
Hopes and dreams. That was cool.
Yeah, that's really effed up.
Seriously.
I'm all about... I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I feel like I get arrested for even saying, like, I'm all about pirating a movie right now. Arr. Canadian pirates.
Right.
Arr. Eh?
So we all pretty much agree that it's just a hot mess.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone wants to send me a free ticket and I can give like, if they really want to surprise me, cool. But someone's going to really have to tell me the ending.
I'm probably not gonna pay to see it, so I'm just putting that out there.
No, I'm not either. So unless by some unknown miracle the trailers get better. Not saying Terminator Genesis is better. But they start showing that yes, this is an actual Gem and the Holograms movie. I'm not gonna go either, and I'm not taking the little one to go see it either.
No.
I'll just plop her in front of the Disney Channel if I have to.
Yeah, they have that new Disney villains movie where all the rebel kids in their rebel clothes are the
Yeah,
sons. I don't know. Kristen Chenoweth's in it, so I'm watching it.
They did really go all out for that Terminator trailer. I'm just thinking back to it, I'm just like, man, they couldn't hide anything.
There are no surprises here. This is a shoot 'em up popcorn flick. If that's what you want to see, we got this covered.
At least they're honest, right? They're being
Yeah,
honest.
like
this is the
after the
story.
Gem trailer, I'm like, you go Terminator.
Right.
4 for you, Terminator. You go Terminator.
So we've got like 20-something minutes left. So do you guys want to talk about your thoughts on Mad Max? If it's going to be spoilers, we'll just make sure that in the notes we say that there might be spoilers. But
Mad Max. What were your thoughts?
I enjoyed it a lot. Like I enjoyed the original 3 Mad Max trailers. Not original because it's a continuation. I with Mad Max. All right, it's cool. I'm going. Like I didn't really care for the plot at that point. I just wanted to go watch stuff blow up. But it was really well done. And I loved all the characters. And hi, I want to be Furiosa when I grow up. I'm serious.
I want to be Furiosa when I grow up. I thought it was effing awesome. I'm censoring myself for the thing. I've never had that much fun in a movie before. A Simpsons movie, maybe. But I really, really liked it. I thought they did a really great job. I thought the characters were really good. I didn't think I'd like Tom Hardy as Max as much as I did. But he did a really good job with those like 3 lines of dialogue. Yeah.
So for
really
Max,
good.
is he pretty quiet and like he's mostly just emoting or something, or?
Well, he has like this thing against his mouth, so he can't really speak too well.
Oh.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, the beginning of the
I'll
film.
give you permission to die.
Something happens to him in the beginning of the film, but throughout the movie, he's dealing with his past, his ghosts. So, on top of that, trying to run away, survive this crazy clan, I should say.
Okay.
But yeah, he doesn't do much talking, which I'm okay with. For me, it worked. It worked really well, and I loved all the ladies in this movie. Yeah, all of them. They were really well written. Like I didn't have any complaints at all.
Yeah. I was really worried about the wives because they're basically like the breeding ladies, if you will. I was really worried how they would handle that because that's like that can go wrong. But they did it really, really good, surprisingly. Like they were
That
all.
was one thing that I remember in the trailers, and that was going to be my next question. Like for me, when I saw the original trailers, it looked like a beautifully shot action movie. Like it was, artistic direction was on point, and in action, everything gets blown up. Movie, I was like, oh, that looks different. But then, like when you see the wives, and they're kind of like they put them in skimpy outfits, but like when you find out what they are, you're like, well, it unfortunately makes sense, but. How shocked were you going from that trailer or the teaser for the movie into watching the movie? Was it completely different than what you thought it would end up being, or?
I think my mind was still just like the trailers. I love the trailers so much. I've seen them a million times. So I think the movie it just like built upon that. And like as for the wives, like you were saying, I was worried about that too. But the way it's directed, they're never like sexualized. They're just that's what they're wearing. You know, that's what they were put into. So.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where I was gonna go with it until I went and saw the movie, and just like Travis said, it was just clothes. It's what unfortunately they were put in, but it was never brought up, never made into a big deal.
Mhm.
Nothing. It's just like, all right, well, we've got to survive. Let's go. And that was the entire time of the movie was the wives, Furiosa, Mad Max, just trying to survive and trying to escape from Joe.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends were saying that I don't know his name, but Nicholas Holt's character is kind of like a big deal in the movie.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with this character. But he's
From what I read, because I read some of the articles, so I kind of got spoiled a little bit, which I don't really care. Sounds pretty sad, though. Sounds
yeah.
like a sad character, so I'm kind of like wondering if he's one of those characters where he's the bad guy, but you have no choice but kind of like have sympathy, or if it's just he's a character that's played up to be sympathetic and that he's not really a bad guy. I don't know his history. I've never seen any of the Mad Max movies, so I don't know what I'm going into.
This one's different from the other ones, but also I haven't seen the other ones in a while. But with him, I'm trying really hard not to spoil it. But it was more like he was following Joe, doing what he's been taught to do.
Mhm.
But in the midst of it all, he kind of realizes something's different, something's not right.
Okay.
So I liked his character, though. I did like his character.
It was a lot of fun.
So it sounds like there was nothing like actually really wrong with the movie. This is kind of like an entertaining movie.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was very entertaining. A lot of things blowing up, and these ladies kicking butt, and
That's awesome.
Mad Max just brooding.
Yeah.
He's still kicking ass, but brooding. And
And I heard, like, because that was the thing, like, I was saying, like, I thought the girls were going to be just eye candy, like, because like, Terminator, or not Terminator, but Transformers, it was kind of, like, underwhelming, where you're like, oh, a girl's going to be in it and kick butt, but in this one, the girls are actually, like, when you see them driving, you're like, that looks cool, but it's probably just a cool shot they did for girls like me that want to see it but weren't sure, but it turns out the girls are going to kick everyone's butt, or that's what it's been sounding like.
Yeah.
yeah, no, they do. Furiosa does a lot of the driving. The girls all get involved to help. My favorite scene was when she asked one of the wives to load the gun, and she's just kind of like, what? She didn't know how to do it, but then she's just trying to figure it out, and then eventually she gets to the point where Max asks, I think it was Max, asks for a count of bullets, and she starts rattling how many they have for which gun.
Yeah.
So,
That's badass.
and like they're climbing on the cars and all this other stuff. So it was really cool to see that.
And also, sort of behind the scenes, George Miller, he actually hired his wife to help edit the movie. And she had never done that before, but he said he wanted her to do it because he needed a female perspective. He said if it didn't have it, then it would look like every other action film. And he also hired, it was a lady, she did the vagina monologues.
Oh.
I can't think of her name, but she came on so she could help sort of, I guess, create the female characters in a way. Yeah, so he had a lot of outside help, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's why a lot of people are mad about this film.
Yeah. Okay. For people who don't know, there's a group of anti-feminists who decided to boycott Mad Max because it is feminist propaganda. Oh my god.
But isn't there, like, so the picture I've been seeing is, like, there's a guy with a guitar that shoots flames or something?
Oh, that guy.
He's the star of the movie. He's the star of the movie. I'm sorry.
I was like, feminist propaganda, but that's pretty heavy phallic
He's
image.
just in
Like,
the movie, strapped to these speakers on a truck or something, and he's jamming on the guitar while it shoots flames. I want one of those.
like
I
the
want a
opening
guitar.
of Rock Band 2 or something, where everyone's
Yeah.
on cars.
I just thought he would be so tired. Like, that's my one thing. I was like, he must be so tired. Oh, that's the other thing. They decide to like have a band like follow them with music. throughout this journey.
If I was in charge, I would probably do that.
See, because
I'm
I'm like,
I was like a
they,
head honcho of something.
like they like the theatrical element of this. Yeah, it was such a good movie though, and they have like 2 more supposed to be coming out, so excited.
2 more Mad Max movies?
Yeah.
Wow.
They got 2 more coming out.
Yeah, the second one's titled The Wastelands, which just makes me happy in itself. So.
Did you guys know that there's like, and I learned this from watching Meredith's cosplay series. There's like a Mad Max party that happens in the desert, and like you have to stay in costume the whole time. You're not allowed to go in like civvies because it's supposed to be like you're actually in a post-apocalyptic place, but it's actually just like a huge party.
Oh
And
my god.
they bring like their souped up cars and everything. I can't remember when it is, but I think if you look it up, you might be able to find it.
Mad Max
Cool.
Party?
So it's like
Wasteland Weekend?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
That sounds crazy.
Dude.
So like, if you're in character and we're like Max, does that mean we need to fear for our lives for everyone else?
It's September. Oh dang! All of them are sold out. No, standard ticket at $110.
Ooh, that
Yeesh.
just sounds fun. Where's it at though?
That's what I'm looking
That's
for. Oh my
Sure.
goodness.
We can volunteer.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Southern California. Is it Mojave? Is that even
It
Southern?
most likely is. It's like a camping thing too. Like you're like camping out there. It looks really fun.
I like to say, is this a kid-friendly event? No, unfortunately, this is certainly not a kid-friendly
Your
event.
children should never ever show their faces.
It says there will be large amounts of spikes, chains, large fast-moving vehicles, and alcohol. This sounds like the best
It's
weekend
in-
ever.
Oh, maybe that's not it. Vernon,
It's in
California?
Yeah, it's in California. Huh. You guys are so close to it. I don't exactly know.
No.
Where.
Probably not.
Everything good happens like 6+ hours away from us.
I feel like I wasted my years in California by not doing certain things, and now that I'm like over here, I'm like, don't like. I'm so
So we've got like 12 minutes before we hit the hour mark. Is there any like last words or things you guys want to talk about briefly?
Anything happened recently that we can think of?
Supposedly a new Gem trailer came out 10 hours ago or something. That's
What?
about. I'm gonna do that today.
Wait, what?
When I was looking up Gem and the Holograms when we were talking about it, that was the only. I heard. It seems like there's a new trailer, but I don't know if it's just a rehash of the same thing, because that tends to be the case. But supposedly one came out.
Oh
This is how
yeah.
it's been the last 12 minutes.
That's how we roll. Oh yeah, it says Cinema Nerds with a Z.
I have to look it up on my phone, and I found it.
Oh, did you guys see the Samsung Iron Man phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Who wants it? Who wants it?
I want it.
Yeah, if anything, I want it at least for the arc reactor battery charger.
That lie-down charger is the best thing because
I could totally make my S5 a wireless charger. But I've read that that's being released in Korea,
Yeah, Korea,
Hong Kong.
China.
and Hong Kong.
Of course.
No word of the United States getting the phone.
I know, but everyone's making such a big deal out of it. I'm just like, we're not getting it. Shut up.
I
maybe
know.
if we do
I
pre-orders.
I mainly want it for the battery charger. So if Samsung wants to by chance release the arc reactor battery charger, I will
Yeah.
totally buy it and I will charge my phone on it. My phone doesn't even have to have like Iron Man or anything on it. I just want the arc reactor charger.
I want a Captain America one since it's in a circle. That way it's a shield.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
I should
Or
do
it could
all
do
of
the
them
Black
as Fire
Widow
Chargers.
Oh, that would have been cool too. Okay.
with the hourglass in the middle. That would be awesome.
Well,
Hey,
while we're
can-
on it, the Deadpool one too.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds.
They're like, I
Speaking
really.
of, that's like one movie where we haven't seen like anything from in a like ever.
I follow Ryan Reynolds on Twitter, and he'll occasionally
Yeah.
post pictures from set or stuff that he's been doing, which is funny because they opened the Deadpool official Twitter account for the movie, and I don't think there's been anything on it.
I know.
But Ryan Reynolds is like, here's a picture. Here,
I was kind of hoping they were going to do the animated, like that animated trailer they did where he voiced it. I was like, I would watch it if it was this, just because like I feel like with animation you can get away with so much more. I don't know.
I'm happy though that they're making it rated R. I'm
Yes.
really happy. So, unless they lied to me, they said it's going to be rated R.
I just don't like Ryan Reynolds and Fox. But we know I hate Fox. But really, for me, it was Van Wilder came out when I was in high school, and I was like, I don't like that guy.
Oh.
I like Ryan Reynolds. I like him in Blade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was hilarious in that.
I think
He was
he's
so
great when his
hilarious in
shirt's
that.
off and he's not talking. That's nice. I like that. I don't know. He strikes me as someone that made fun of me in high school too. Like he'd be like, "Oh, there's this girl." Like he'd be like I'd make fun of people in high school guy. Like I don't know.
And now he's dead.
Oh man, so I just saw on my Facebook, John posted that Fox is rebooting League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with a movie.
Oh.
Because not enough things in this world have been rebooted lately.
Really, Fox? Because you don't have Firefly as a property still, or are we waiting till the contract's almost out with that?
You just really hate Fox.
I really do. Okay, so have you guys read Lock and Key? Could we talk about a comic book?
Yeah.
So,
I read the
I
first
haven't
one.
read it, but go for it.
It's beautiful and it's wonderful, and I think you'd enjoy it.
I have
sorry
the
You have read it?
I have, what is it called, the omnibus?
Yeah. So you have the whole thing.
So
And
yeah, the big fat one.
They
I read
were
it.
going to do a TV show with it, but after you read it, you're like, oh, this clearly could never be a TV show unless it's on
Yeah.
HBO.
Yeah.
And they have a pilot. They have a pilot that's done, not on YouTube. They're not allowing it to be there where they could have created a hype for it just by having one episode. But they're retaining the rights to the entire comic book when people, like the creators of the material, want to do a movie themselves. So I'm of the opinion, like, just don't sign contracts with people, and they're the last people you want to really have a contract with because they'll keep them around, and then when they're about to expire, they'll try and kick it into gear and manipulate it and get money off of it. Like with Firefly, the thing is the hats, because you know how like there were some little ladies that were making the hats.
Yeah.
Fox decided to sue those people, even though there's no hats, T-shirts, everything of that shape. It falls under an open. People have an open right to create them.
Yeah.
So even though the colors and it's been featured on a TV show, those are also like colors associated with many different things. But they decided that they could sue, and no one's going to fight them because they're a big corporation. And yeah, I really don't like them. I could write it.
For the fans, do they?
Huh?
They don't make that stuff for the fans, do they?
They did now once they realized, like,
Yeah.
it was just last year that they started shutting them down. But people have been making these hats for, what, over 10 years?
Yeah.
2014? 12 years? They've been making them, selling them, and when Fox finally was like, oh, we've seen a lot of these hats, people were like, bring back Firefly, and they finally went into their own archives and were like, oh, we could sell this on Think Geek? I think is where they sell the officially licensed hats. Nope. I'll make my own.
The ones
That's why I
people
learned to
made,
crochet.
the ones people made too were a lot better quality than that one they sell.
They were made with love. Like I'd rather pay $30 to like a lady that's, you know, maybe that's what she does for a living because she has like a family or something, or like a guy that knits. Like, I'd rather give it to them than someone that had them. They were made by a machine, and they made them in batches of 1,000, or like, I don't know.
If you, at Comic-Con though, the West Coast brown coats, they have like a booth there. They do have some homemade ones that they secretly bring.
I will, and I always buy from them. I always try and buy at least a button if I can get
I get a
something.
keychain.
Yeah.
I was just waiting the Firefly. Sorry, guys.
No.
No, we're good. It's just Fox. I guess Fox just is ruining everything. That's just the gist of the rest of the podcast.
Basically, if you would like to see Wolverine in an Avengers movie, don't pay to see any of Fox's X-Men movies.
Apparently this is his last time playing Wolverine. He said he doesn't want to do it anymore. So they're going to have to recast it.
Yeah. Or if you want to see any mutants in an Avenger, if you want to hear the word mutant in a Marvel movie, this is how it's going to happen. Download it illegally. I'm not the person that can't encourage you to not to or to do so. But I don't know. I mean, I did enjoy the second X-Men movie, I'm not going to lie. But
alright, so at least
we covered everything.
We covered everything. Success.
You geek out together.
And in record time.
I know. I had to also ask for it to be under an hour because this cold is kicking my butt. But 24-hour Disney was worth it.
Dude, all your souvenir stuff is amazing.
How did you guys lug it around? It's like all popcorn buckets.
Oh yeah. No, it was ridiculous. Jaime got a couple in his backpack. I shoved a couple in my backpack. The Cinderella coach actually came with the strap, so I was able to put it around me.
Nice.
But yeah, me and Jaime never want to eat popcorn ever again. That was a lot of popcorn we ate.
You're just like handing it out to people. Please eat some of this.
We didn't even hand them out to people. We just started eating it. We were just like, at one point I was like, I'm not going to ask for the popcorn. I'm just going to get the bucket. He's like, no, just take the popcorn. We'll eat it later. And we're on our way to like Pizza Port and we're eating the popcorn and we're like, this is just not working for us.
Survive
off. Like I had a huge one we just got and we're in line for Haunted Mansion and they're like, okay, make sure you eat enough of it so you can smash down the carton clothes because we weren't putting them in the buckets. And it turns out the line wasn't even 5 minutes and we kind of got in there fast, so we like shoved it in a plastic bag. We could get on the ride. It was ridiculous, but
oh god,
that was my souvenirs. Were popcorn buckets because I really wanted popcorn buckets.
That sounds like such a cool thing to collect, though, too. I'm like, oh, I want to get popcorn buckets now.
We use them to hold our candies and stuff, actually, in the house. So it's like, I got R2-D2 and Zero, and they're just holding chocolates. And I think we're going to do the same thing with Vader and Cinderella. We're just going to throw candy in there because we do the Halloween time at Disneyland every year. So we end up coming home with like bags of chocolate. So we need some place to stash them. Use the popcorn buckets.
Good idea.
Yeah. When are you leaving for Star Wars weekend?
Thursday. Yeah.
Nice.
That's at Disney World Star Wars weekend?
Yeah.
It's at both.
Well, yeah, they do it both, yeah.
It's what?
It's at Disneyland, too.
Oh.
I'm so excited. My wallet's not excited. I've already made a list of what I want to buy, and I'm not happy. Just like, this is too dangerous. But yeah, we covered everything.
I don't know. When do you come back from Star Wars weekend?
Late Sunday night.
Okay, so then we should probably skip next Sunday.
Were we doing every other Sunday, though, right? So.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, okay.
Oh, we're going to do the 7th anyway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Just want to make sure. I'm like.
And we'll
Hey.
figure out what we'll talk about then.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Bye.